Well, Saturday evening, I usually ride through here a couple times a day now because of the last damage. I noticed a few stones over, and further investigation showed me that there was about 30 stones over. Again, different stones than the last time. I mean, this just adds to it. You know, I mean, I can do what I can do and put up a lot of them myself, but some of them are going to have to be done by the monument company. I mean, they're pretty good to us. You know, they're reasonable. You know, because we don't have the money, and it's an ongoing problem. You know, I don't know. I've talked before about educating the kids, but there's still going to be that group that's going to come in and no respect.
They got hit on April 7th where 25 headstones were turned over, and recently this last weekend, Saturday into Sunday, another 29 approximately headstones were turned over again. Most of them are in the same area. They go from Harvester Avenue towards Buell Street, and those headstones are now needed to be repaired and replaced and set back in their place.
In this case, we're stepping up our patrols in the area. We have a time period that we know this occurred. Now we've had it happen twice, so we can narrow down the time period. We're obviously going to try and prevent it from happening again, but if someone were to try again, hopefully we would have enough patrols watching that area specifically that we'd catch them.
Yeah, because it seems like they have straight through path from Harvester to Buell, right? I mean, it's...
It is an area that you could have several exits or entrances into, and some concealed areas. And generally, patrols might not check the cemetery as much as we're going to when we have something like this happen. Someone asked about, well, how can citizens help? In this case, we wouldn't want anyone to be in the cemetery after dark because it would be against the law. It's trespassing to be in the cemetery after dark, and we might think you're a suspect if you're in the cemetery after dark. So that wouldn't help us at all if people were in the cemetery on their own. We would ask that anybody driving in that area around the cemetery would call us if they happen to see people walking in the area after dark, and we'd be more than glad to find out and identify who they are. There's trespassing after dark if you're in the cemetery, and for the damage it would be cemetery desecration, which is a serious charge.
And so that's a felony charge?
Yes.
And so cemetery desecration, would that be like one single charge, or would you face a number of charges?
Well, it would be a number of charges, but keep in mind, if you use common sense and if you look at historically who does this, sometimes it tends to be people that are underage that you might not be able to charge criminally.